how are you going? And hopefully you are breezing through this. And if you're not, I'm wanting you to sit back and recognize that you are in the wrong free flow of what they're wanting. So let's just stop and breathe and become more peaceful within ourselves, because that is your key, is getting in within yourself and knowing that no matter what path you're going on right now, it's teaching you. It's teaching you to recognize if you're going through any form of pain, emotional pain, or having to work something out. You've got to remember, we're in a bit of a free flow of, we've jumped off the cliff. And we have got that small space of time to actually start working out, oh my gosh, what am I going to let go of? And it's like, they're just showing me that if you were to climb a mountain and you jumped off and you're at that point of your life that, what the hell, what was my life about? And you would replay so much in those moments. And what would you have changed? What would you have changed up? What would you have let go of that held you back, or you thought held you back, but it was the fear that held you to that problem? Well, this is the time. The universe has literally pushed you to face so much fear that you have decided, no, it's too much. No, I'll stay over here. So everything is being pulled up for you to deal with right now. And that's up to you on how you're going to deal with it. What are you going to do? Because if you do what you normally would do, is sweep it up under the carpet and wait till, it goes away. Well, this time it ain't going away, honey. You have to face the fear and do it anyway. But it is when you realize that situation is in your life right now, for you to face it, then and only then that you will understand that if you stand up and take it for what it's teaching you, then you will actually find your answer within. Now, I did a healing last night on my husband, and it was really, again, next level. I wanted to share this with you. And straight away, I saw these beings coming, light beings, came into the room, and there was about 5 of them, and I said, excuse me, and they came in, and I said, I haven't seen you guys before, but they knew who we were, and I said, no, you're not going any further till I feel comfortable with you and who you are. But so I scan them like I always do. I scan any person that is in front of me that wants me to, see them. And it was just their longish bodies, definitely off-world energy. And they already had read my thoughts on how I was going to heal. And they literally were picking up my husband, even though he was physically in the chair. They were picking him up. And I said, excuse me, where are you going? And they did all this telepathically to me. And they said, well, he kept asking yesterday that he wants to go on a med bed, so we're going to take him off to the med bed. And I recalled back the conversation, and I thought, whoa, yeah, that was pretty fast because he only just thought that day, and here they are. And I said, well, I'm coming along too, because I wanted to make sure that everything was legit. So sure enough, boom, we're at the med bed. And they said, come on, just get him to get up on the med bed. So I did, and I watched him go on there. And then I said, yeah, but I want to make sure that this is legit. And they just looked at me and thought, oh God, here she is. She's using her 3D thought pattern instead of just being. And I heard them say it telepathically, and I thought, the cheek of it. So I went to the computer screen of it, and I was looking, and I was also scanning what it was scanning on him. So it was a twofold effect for me, because I could see it through my third eye, but it was actually physically doing it to him on a spiritual side. And I was witnessing, it was great because I was checking it out through my third eye. Then I was actually looking at it on the screen on what it was picking up as well. So that was confirmation. Then I felt, okay, I'm at peace because it's picking up what I'm seeing. And then there was 3 of them. So 2 stayed behind, and the other 3 said, come on, we're taking you to show you something. And I stopped for a moment, and I thought, okay, no, I do feel comfortable with this. And so I went with them. And this is where they were showing me this massive grand portal has completely opened up out there for us. And I stood there and I looked, and it's magnificent. It's incredible. And when I was standing there, I could feel and recognize the energy that was coming through. And I said, this is it. This is the stage where we've been waiting for it to start showing itself. And I became so at peace within my heart. And I found a complete tranquil space. And it's the whole stillness of being. It was the stillness of belonging, of knowing and recognizing the energy that was coming through. And by acknowledging that space, I then looked around at our world and I thought, wow, that's wrong energy. The energy was so dense that we're living in. And when I looked through, again, this beautiful clearing, and I was witnessing it just opening up wider and wider. And I was watching the different beings that were coming in and out. And again, I was scanning them. And honestly, they are of high frequency energy beings. So it was nothing on a negative scale that was coming through it. And yeah, so the whole time they then said to me, just go out there. Just go out, like that movie, Nicolas Cage. And he was sort of the angel of the death in this movie, but it ended up he fell in love with the woman that he was going to help over or take over. And they showed you at the end of the movie that all the angels, well, they were all out there waiting. And that, if you can remember that movie, they were standing in the sea, and there was one standing on the hills, and they were just everywhere waiting for the sunrise. That's exactly the position I was guided to go and stand out there and feel the serenity, the pure peace, the magic of nature and of this world changer And that's what I did. I was just in awe of this energy. And I'm standing there in my mind going, what are you doing, Karen? But I knew what I was doing because I've done it before. So as soon as I stood there, I knew. It is a complete knowing when you go within, when you understand. So I found that absolutely fascinating. And then I just spent the time out there just, recalibrating and changing and collecting my thoughts and just becoming. And then I came back into the room and they showed me that this massive, ginormous ship came in front of us, husband and I. And I said, okay. And then the door opened and they said, you'd been chosen. And I said, what for? I said, no, I'm not going anywhere. You take the family, not, just us. And I said, okay, we've got things for you to do, but start listening. And I thought, oh, it felt so good. And that's when I said to my husband, can you feel the most incredible peace that has come into the room? Can you feel the energy of pure love? And he said, yeah, he could. And that was huge for him to feel that, because again, he's developing his skills. And yeah, as soon as he said that, I knew then, wow, this is not just me feeling it. So yeah, that was really magnificent. And this morning I've woken up again on such an incredible peace that I'm feeling within. And the words that they spoke to me, you'd been chosen and it's now, you're ready for the next part. And start listening to the signs. I can't remember exactly word for word, but anyway, once I finished, I got told then to go to my phone, turn it on. And so I just happened to flick and there was a reel. And the words from that reel was exactly pretty much what they said to me out there. So I'll attach that so you can just hear it.
If you are seeing this out of 1 billion posts, you have been chosen. This is an old sound, and you found it. This sound attracts miracles. Something so big that will change everything in a more significant way is coming. Believe it with faith. It's happening.
And it just totally resonated, and I thought, wow, that was powerful, because not only did they telepathically get me to come out to hear that, they then put it on my device. So that cemented it for me. And but last night I had such a vivid dream, and it was so bizarre. There were many friends that had come to see me dance, and I find that fascinating because I love to dance, and they keep telling me I've got to do a bit of a dance video to, help inspire people. I keep thinking, oh my God, it's, here I try to sing and I can't sing, but I get buzzed out on that song that I normally sing, You Raise Me Up. And so that's been playing in the back of my mind because they keep saying, come on, you got to do a quick dance video. You got to do a dance video. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, I do it naturally. I just do it. It's just me, but to put it on the video. So anyway, in my dream, I had to do this dance in front of people that would come to watch me. And so that was huge because I'm thinking, I'm not even a dancer. And so the day came for me to do the dance, and I was watching my friends and people coming into this hall for me to do this dance. And then this guy drove past in the car, and he threw this chair, this wooden chair. And on the chair, it was fascinating because it said, remember the messages, watch for the messages. And I thought that was weird, that was really weird. So I picked up the chair and thought, okay, whatever. And then I went to go to the hall to speak to the guy that was going to organise the music for me to dance to. And there was another guy, and he threw this wooden sign. And the guy that was doing the music said to me, what is with this? What are the men throwing you these signs for? And being wood, to me, that was Mother Earth, that was the trees, that was the 5D frequency, and nature. And I said, yeah, there's quite a significance to this. And anyway, I went out and picked up this other sign. And it was like a long sign with a point, so it looks like the shape of what a street sign would be. And it said, believe, but wait. It was believe backwards. And when you spell believe backwards, this completely threw me, because I love the word believe, and it's something very significant for me. But this is what I got. Not a very good word. Evil. Be. Is it be evil? That completely threw me, because I have always loved this word, believe. But when you turn it around, it spells a completely different word. Holy moly. Now, I sent it to a friend this morning, and she said, what do you think BE stands for? And yeah, I just got then was be evil. My concept was, when I realised what it stood for, it had a different meaning behind it. But then you've got to remember that we have to have the good and evil. So there's the good and evil on that one power word. So that is a power word. I took that sign, and you know, the guy who was about to put the music on for me said, what is it with, you know, the men that are sending you these signs? And I thought, yeah, that's the universe. That's the universe telling me I've got to be very aware of the signs that are being sent at the moment. So why not? Why not? And so anyway, it was time for me to get up on stage, and I went up when I was talking to the guy with the music, I said to him, oh my God, I don't even know. He goes, what? And I said, oh my God, these are the steps that I've written it down, and the timing and the sequence to work with music. And he goes, okay. And I went, and I remember just looking at the book, and I was thinking to myself, I can't remember anything. How am I going to perform if I don't recognize? And then I said, oh, hang on. There's another. And I turned the page, and there was another dance. And I said, maybe we start with this one. And I looked at it, and I still couldn't recognize what I had written down. And I knew it was my writing. And I knew I had been there before. I knew I had created this dance. But here I was, being put in front of everybody. And I had forgotten who I was. I had completely forgotten everything that I had learnt. Now, how significant is that in this dream? And I said to him, oh my gosh, how do I get out of it? And I peered around, and I saw everybody waiting for me. And he goes, you're going to have to make a decision. Are you actually going to walk away and then have to be presented with it all again? Or are you going to go out there and wing it and let it come to you? And I knew in my heart I couldn't give up. I knew that's just not me. And I was just making the decision, and I knew it was going to have to be. I'm just going to have to go out there and do like I do with these videos, is that I wing it, because I know I get told I have to do a video and they'll just say, this is what you're going to do it on. And honestly, I never know what I'm going to come out with, but I just go with the flow of the energy that is presented to me, and they never let me down. They come through with the right information. And that was the thought pattern that came in. And what was really interesting, I was still going, oh my God, I'm going to believe in myself. And in that moment of time, I opened my eyes and I looked down the hall, and my husband was just walking down the hall. And I had the biggest smile on, and I said, oh my God, you just prevented me from having to stand on stage and dance. He goes, what? I said, I just had this dream that I was going to have to go out there and do this dance in front of everybody. And I don't have to do it because I've just woken up to your energy coming into the room. And I don't have to do it. But anyway, the moral of the story is that it was for me to start listening to the signs. It's time. It's shifting the vibration, and it's pushing yourself through the limitations that we've put on ourselves. It is time to smash through them. Don't let our old thought patterns consume us anymore. We have been, from the very beginning, as a child, you can't do this, you can't do that, don't do this because it's going to hurt you, da 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 da. We've gone right through, and then we go to school. You have to do this at a certain time, you got to do this at a certain time, you got to remember this, and if you don't remember this, then you're going to put onto detention. If you're anything like me, I rebelled in the end. And then it came to, you go to work, the 9 to 5, boom, boom, boom. You've just got program. To step out of the program and just be is the most empowering experience you can ever go through for yourself. So let's make it your new day's resolution. It's not a new year. Let's make it a new day resolution for yourself. Smash through your fears. Take no prisoners, but gather your friends and family that resonate on that same frequency. And if they don't, go find some more that do. Because the star seeds, the higher vibrational people are starting to really stand out now. Well, our other peers are vibrationally going lower and lower because they can get controlled into that fear matrix that is out there for them. Not anymore for us, honey. We are learning to go within. Go within, feel it, experience it, lift it, and keep climbing. Like I've always said, we're at this beginning, and it's already showing you out there that it's really starting to take off with the banks. There's 2 that have gone down. The food shortages, but I'm feeling that it's because there's a lot of poisons in that food. So you'll notice that it'll look really scary. Just know there's going to be a replacement that'll come through. We're not meant to consume that toxic food if we're vibrationally lifting. There is something in everything. There's also an agenda that's been rolling out at the same time. But just know, when you put yourself in a more of an equilibrium, go hug that tree, put your third eye to the tree, and just energize your whole being with the trees. Okay, they are the 5D. They are our recharging booths. So you can do this, and you will see that I will have this channel here for the reveals, because my other channel on YouTube, they have literally choked me on there. I can't do anything, and the numbers, the people can't subscribe, you can't like, and a lot have not been able to comment and have also been unsubscribed. So let's see how we go, and hopefully they won't attack this one as fast as they did with the other one. So it's lovely for you to connect with me on this journey, and I really want to go out there and start doing the reveals. And so yeah, I just wanted to introduce you to the dreams state that I was in. And honestly, it's feeling incredible out there. So ride that wave and come join, and let's go with this together, and let's gather the ones that know, and we build that energy up even greater than ever before, because we've got this. I love you. Go and subscribe, click the notification, give me a like, give me a comment on this, because I'm craving the comments. They've been wiped. Oh, that's the other thing. I'd been commenting on my other channel, and they were all getting deleted. I came back in. Oh, so that's why. Let's see if we can keep the high vibe on this one. See you next time.